Hey y'all, welcome back for part 3. This will be the hardest one yet. We warmed up with part 1 and 2, so hopefully you got your yoga legs under you and we are ready for part 3. So let's go ahead and get started. I miss everyone very much and I hope to see everyone real soon. So let's start on our backs this time. So come all the way down onto your back. And let's just take a few breaths together. In through the nose for 3, 2, 1, and out through the mouth for 3, 2, 1, in for 3, 2, 1, and out for 3, 2, 1. Last one, in for 3, 2, 1, and out for 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and bring those legs all the way up for waterfall, pointing and flexing the feet, rolling the ankles. Go ahead and keep those legs straight and then take a bend in the right leg and let's do pigeon on our back. So right leg is bent either above or below the knee, the left knee, and then thread the arms through to grasp the back of the left leg, and then push with the right elbow, the right leg out. Just warming up, so if this feels tight, don't push it. We'll do pigeon on our stomach at the end. And anyone who's taken my class knows that I love pigeons, so we'll make sure we get that in before it's over. And then back through neutral waterfall. And then right leg stays straight, left leg comes down. The ankle is above or below the right knee. Thread the arms through, grasp the back of the right thigh, pushing the left leg out with your left elbow. For 3, 2, 1, back to waterfall. And then let's take a bend in those knees. Hug the knees into the chest and then rock left and right on the spine. Maybe doing some half circles on the lower back. And then placing those feet down on the mat, we're going to go into a bridge pose. So walking those heels as close to the glutes as you can, placing the hands on the mat. Go ahead and lift those hips up as high as you can get them, squeezing those glutes together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do 2 more. I will give you modifications to make this a little bit harder if you're interested. Go ahead and lift back up again. If you want to lift your right leg, we can also pulse here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right leg and then drop your bridge. Take a breath here. And getting ready for your last one. Walk those heels into the glutes. Lift that bridge up. Squeeze. And then if you lifted your right leg, go ahead and lift that left leg. And if you're pulsing, go ahead and pulse with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left leg and then drop your bridge. Good job. Arms into a T. Go ahead and windshield wiper those knees left and right. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of ab work in before we go into our flow. So bringing those legs up again to waterfall, placing the hands underneath the tailbone. We're going to do some leg drops. So keeping your legs as straight as possible, we're going to do 10. So go ahead and drop your legs for 10 and up 9, up, 8, up, remember to breathe, 7, up, 6, up, 5, up, 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, and then last one, hold about 3 inches above the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift all the way up, and then release all the way down. Good job, arms above head, stretching out those abs, maybe rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles, getting a good stretch in here. All right, one more ab exercise, then we're gonna flip over. So let's do those obliques, those side abs. We're gonna do slow bicycles. So traditional bicycle, elbow to the opposite knee. So go ahead and get ready for that. So right elbow goes to left knee for 1. Switch for 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come all the way down. Stretch out one more time. Maybe arms go to the top right corner of your mat and then to the top left corner of your mat. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and rock yourself all the way up to a seat. And then coming to your tabletop, going into your cat-cow, we're just gonna do 2 or 3 of these really quickly, just to warm up the back and the shoulders. Remember, put an inhale with one and exhale with the other. And then coming back to your neutral tabletop, curling those toes under for your downward facing dog. Pedal those heels out. Shift to your high plank, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower, straight, strong, and slow. Cobra. Up dog. And then downward facing dog. All right, let's get some warriors in there. We haven't done those yet. So go ahead and your downward facing dog, lift that right leg up to 3-point. Take a bend in that right knee to open up that hip. For 3, 2, 1, back up to 3-point. And then bringing that right leg all the way through to stand up for our first warrior 1. So hips are squared, forward. Left leg is at a slight angle, or left foot is at a slight angle. There's a nice bend in the right leg. Open up to warrior 2. You're just gonna open up that chest. That left foot swivels out to more of a 90 degrees. Make sure that right knee is in between toes 2 and 3. This is warrior 2. Arms are strong and straight. Peaceful warrior, right arm flips. Feeling the stretch in the right side body here. Back to warrior 2. And then if you really want to challenge yourself into warrior 3, it can be grounded. So hands are on the ground or hands are on blocks or pillows. Or you can fly your warrior 3 by balancing on that right leg. Left leg flies.
Trying to focus in on those hips. My form might not be great, you guys now have proof on camera, but those hips really should be looking down or facing down towards the ground. For 3, 2, 1. Drop those hands to the ground. Let that left leg meet the right. Forward fold. And then inhale those arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Let's do the other side. Hands come to the mat. Step back. High plank. Push back to your downward facing dog. Left leg goes to 3-point. Bend in the knee to open up that hip. Back to 3-point. Left leg comes all the way through to warrior 1. Good bend in the left leg. Hips are squared. About a 45-degree in that right foot. For 3, 2, 1. Open up. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Back to warrior 2. And then your warrior 3 on your left side. So remember, cartwheel those arms forward. It can either be grounded or you can fly your warrior 3. Hands can be at heart center or they can fly out, or forward is pretty challenging. For 3, 2, 1, go ahead and bring that right foot to meet the left to your forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands come to the mat, step back to your high plank. Back to your downward facing dog. As promised, pigeon on the right side, so go ahead and right foot comes up for a 3-point. Right knee comes to right wrist. Shin is parallel to the top of the mat. You're sitting back. And then you're either flying your pigeon, you're up high, or have pillows or blocks coming down towards the ground. So if you want to pause this and stay here for a moment longer, please do, because I'm not going to have time to stay here as long as, of course, you guys know I would love to. One more inhale. And then on that exhale, lift yourself up. Curl those back left toes under. And then switching to the other side. I like to come up through downward facing dog. Left leg to 3-point. Left knee to left wrist. Sitting back, make sure hips are squared. And then finding your best comfort in this pigeon on the left side. Pausing the video to stay here for a minute or two, which we don't have time for in this video. One more inhale. And then on that exhale, walk your chest up. And then we're going to go ahead and come all the way down to our back. So just kind of teeter on that left hip, bringing that right leg around. And then coming all the way down to your backs. Going into a supine butterfly, so the bottoms of your feet are together, letting those knees come apart. The closer your heels are to your body, the deeper the stretch will be. Staying here for a minute or two, or for a breath or two. And then slowly walk your feet all the way out. For your last and final pose of Shavasana, eyes are shut, body is heavy, melting into the earth. We're here for 1 minute.
Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Turning to a side. And push yourself up to a seat.
Thank you so much for joining me during this series. Go ahead and bring the hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.